a very, very good Georgia Southern team. I think the time off probably helped their players a little bit, gave them a chance to spend some time with their families, which was important, and also give them a chance to heal a little bit and get their legs back. But they've been back. They've been in good spirits. We've practiced well so far, and I think they don't take much so far as to get their attention when they turn on the tape and start looking at Georgia Southern on film. They're a very good team, well-coached team. They play very hard, and this will be a big challenge for us. But I mean, we give it a decent look, but it's not. You're not going to simulate that the way you would like to. Ideally, insofar as the preparation for a team that runs a similar type of offense, you would like to have had summer preparation or had some time in the off season to kind of get a plan together for that. And then when you have to do it in a week, it's tough, and it's tough to simulate it. But our guys have been through a lot of games. They've played a lot of tough games, played some good teams, and it's just a matter of we have to make some adjustments, and some of them we might have to make on the run. I think it's a plus for a number of the players. Now, again, not all these guys have been through it in the same role that they're going through it right now. But they've been through a tough season this year. They've played in big games this year. I think that's important. And they understand that this will be another big game. And we had some big games coming down the stretch, obviously, and this will be another big game. So, I mean, a playoff game is a playoff game, but still, it's another big game. That's the way we look at it, and that's the way we've approached it. It'd be interesting, to say the least. It's challenging. It's challenging on the players. It's challenging on the coaches and the whole situation. I mean, to go into this year, not having had a quarterback that's played at all. And number one, that was tough. I mean, to think about that we were going in to play this kind of schedule, that we had to play without a quarterback that's ever been involved in games and all that, and then to get one in there, and all of a sudden he gets off to a great start, and then have him go out and have another one come in, and him go out, and another one come in, and back and forth. And I think the players and the coaches have done a remarkable job insofar as adapting to changing circumstances. I really couldn't put a finger on it for sure. So, what's the deciding factor of us, winning at home? I mean, other than the fact we've played well. For one reason, we've played well here at home, and we've played some very good teams here, and have played very well. And we've had excellent crowd support, excellent crowds, excellent student support, and all that, and I'm sure that helps. And again, we talk about tradition, and one of the traditions that we emphasize here is the tradition of playing well at home, playing well at Zabel, and when we've had our, I go back over the years, but when we've had our better teams, we've seemed like that has been one of the trademarks of our better teams or better years, has been that we've won here at home. You look at the way we had to start off. It had the basically the cornerstone of our defense wasn't going to be in there, and then Dante Cook, who we had thought as to be our next linebacker, was out with a knee injury in preseason, and all of a sudden we're opening up against a very good UMass team with Evan Frank playing middle linebacker position he's never played and had to adjust to, and then it kind of went on from there. I think our players made great adjustments. I think our coaches made great adjustments. I think he always kept a positive attitude about it. I mean, we'd have guys in the lineup, whether Evan was in or whether Wes was in or whether we've lost Robbie Prodnahan. Now he's out, and you had him, he's out. You have it's just it's a type of thing, but it happens. You don't sit there and complain, and you don't want it to happen, but it happens, and you have to. That's why you've got to know your scheme inside and out. That's why you're always coaching up depth. That's why you're always coaching players, so in case this does happen or this does happen. And I think our coaches defensively have made great adjustments and have put them together very well as a cohesive unit. And I think that's the biggest thing that I see us defensively. We've come together and playing together. I think that helped us. I think that helped us. So those on the defensive group that had played last year was, of course, part of one of the best defensive teams ever here. And those guys like Evan and Wes and guys like that who had been there, Mike Stover and BW and Ben and all the guys, they understood what good defense, what it was all about. I mean, they understand how to give effort, how to play hard. I think that certainly did carry over. It's all of a sudden you're going into assignment defense where people have to know assignments so far as dive, quarterback pitch, and things like that. And you've got to make some adjustments, and you got to be very disciplined. And the challenge is to be disciplined but still play aggressively and with a lot of effort. And that's where you kind of walk a fine line. And you're trying to get your players schooled into being disciplined, but you don't want to be cautious and non-aggressive. The defense is extremely aggressive. They play and they run very, very well. I think that's sometimes lost a little bit in the mix as we're talking about the preparation for this game. When we talk about the uniqueness of their offense, you forget about that their defense is one of the top-ranked defenses in the country, top-ranked in the Southern Conference. They play the run and the pass well. They're extremely, extremely fast and play very hard. I mean, they're impressive to watch defensively when they run around. Yeah, it was hot. It was a humid day down there. I remember that. I remember Mike Cook throwing a big time. We went for it on 4th down to pick up the first, and we scored with it on a sprint out pass to Billy Commons and got us a score. And that was a big win against them down there. I remember them being a very, very good team down there. I remember it being a very tough atmosphere to play, and I remember a lot of our players with IVs in their arms on the plane back. Overall, I don't know. I mean, I don't know the whole conference. I mean, I look at tapes on some of the films, and then they're playing good teams. I mean, Appalachian. I think that's they beat Appalachian. I mean, and Appalachians, we know what they have done so far over the course of time, and in the times that we have played, I mean, it's been a while, but we used to play some Southern Conference teams that were always very, very good. So I think it's certainly a very good conference, very good teams, and they got 3 teams in the league that are in the playoffs. So. I think we've been in a lot of competitive, tough games. Yeah, for sure. There's no question about that. We played against good people in tough games, and hopefully that prepares us or helps us for another tough game. And that's the way I look at that. I look at this game as another very, very competitive, tough matchup that we have. Just like some of the ones that we've been through.